I'd like to go in, simply because the model is standing, go into the issue of hormones, because the signal for your hormones being out of balance starts right here again. Now there's a big plexus of nerves here, so it's easy to understand why so many things gather around here. But when the hormones are out of balance, first you will find that this area is sore. Just you keep wanting to stretch it, to somehow move it around and get it back in place. It'll spread out both ways on the shoulder, and then it'll often go up into the neck and into the head. That's the first sign of hormonal imbalance. But the sign that certainly ratifies that and makes you know for sure that the hormones are out of balance is when the lower back goes out also, so that there's a stiffness and a tenseness here, and there's some pain in the lower back. I don't know how many people have come in to have their bones put in place, and they don't know why their bones are out. But when I find both this part out and this part out, I can assure you that it's a hormonal imbalance. And taking the appropriate herbs to bring the hormones back in balance just does wonders to relieve all the tension in these two parts of the back. Now I'm going to ask our model to please turn around and sit on the table. There is a way that you can balance the hormones without taking anything. I frankly prefer taking some herbs because I think it works faster and more effectively. But there's a point, and again, this one is not in Hanna's books, there's a point on the leg. If I can bring this, thank you. Again, you want to come to the top of the calf, but you want to find the front bone here. Again, I'm not using real specific or technical anatomical language, but you find the inside of that bone, and then you want to kind of hook against it, right about the area of the top of the calf. You hook pressure against it, and most of you will find there's a soreness there. This is a way that you can balance your own hormones. So I'm showing you by pulling this way. I'm going to ask you to use your thumb, that's right, and sort of find a place in right about here. Mm-hmm. Find the soreness. Mm-hmm. Now this is common. The person doing it will easily find it because it's sore there. If you just hold on to it for a couple minutes, what you'll do is, first of all, you'll find the soreness under your thumb begins to disappear. But in the process, the entire hormonal balance of the body comes back together. It's a wonderful thing to do in specific times of the month. But there is a caution to this one. Okay. There's a caution to this one because there is one very important time when you never use this. And I almost want to jump up and down to make sure I emphasize this on the tape. So I'm going to wave at you to make sure you understand I'm breaking the tape. You never use this point when the person is pregnant. Never, ever use it when the person is pregnant. If you even have a suspicion of being pregnant, please do not use this point. But all other times, it's a wonderful relief. It's a wonderful way to steady your emotions or steady your hormones because they so deftly affect your whole emotional structure. Now, in the same area, if you were to divide the leg in quarters, right along the inner quarter, and again, just above the calf, you'll find the access point to each of the ovaries. Pardon me, you may think I'm picking on women, but more often the women who are magnetic in nature feel a magnetic flux in the earth, and therefore they feel more emotional shifts. This is the point that you can hold on to. This is the point that you can test it. If I were using a pendulum, I could hold on to this and test whether it's harmonious or disharmonious. But it's a wonderful way to immediately find out what's going on if the ovaries are